Yo, it's Scholar Rage, and guess what? We're back. But before we start, we have to make a new, customary, mandatory tradition. Take a shot out of this new decanter that we just got here, filled with some nice JMO, and take a shot out of a whole 1911. Check out all the details. It's got all the bells and whistles, just like everything else you see here. So let's get right to it. All right. The finer things. Nico, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's begin. So, as you can see, we have this big, beautiful monstrosity here. I call her Bertha. And we're going to be going over a few different things. 1, what is an AR pistol? 2, what separates that from an AR-15? 3, the legalities behind both of them. And 4, all the details that I put on this bitch. So, let's get into it. Ready? Let's start from the top and move down to the bottom. I'm going to go right now. Here we go. So up top, I got a Streamlight HLX ProTac, and this is a bright light. It's covered with an H13 light cap. And what this is for is so that whenever you go to present, you don't get any sort of negligent discharges from this touchpad here. So this is with the button pushed on, and that is the light of God. More than likely the last thing you would probably see if this was ever drawn upon you. So this is why we have that cap on, just so we don't have any NDs. The next thing we have are these walnut rail covers that have been engraved and I think burnt in actually with camouflage, if you can see all the details in here. Same with this hand stop. I got this from a small company called 77 Grains. Love them. They do amazing work. Working our way down, we have a couple of rifle sling bands, and I'm going to flip this over so that you can see exactly how they work. Weapon is clear, as you can see. Empty mag. Bolt catch is empty. We're being safe here. So, our rifle sling bands, which are very important here. And what these do is these allow for you to simply flip down, and your rifle sling just simply comes down so that when it's time to get busy, you can get busy, right? Okay, the next thing that we have here is this beautiful charging handle here that I just got actually today. This is the Radian Raptor SD, as you can see right here. And this is vented on the side. And what that does is allow for gas to flow freely through here. I plan on just suppressing this, so once it's suppressed, gases won't be blowing back in your face, and it'll be just a cool toy to have. I'm gonna drop the bolt on that. Boom, it's closed, so we're safe. Working our way down, we have our walnut camo grip here, again by 77 Grains, and we have a Strike Industries mini bang band here. And what that does is that allows for good grip when you go to get on this thing. Here, I'm gonna pick it up. Boom, you get good grip here. I'm able to wrap my ring finger around that tightly and have a supreme grip, because walnut can be a little bit slick. So you want to make sure you got a good grip on this thing right here. Next thing we did is I got a FDE riser, and that is holding my Holosun 510C. This is my pride and joy. It's easily equatable to something like an EOTech. It produces a nice green reticle, and this allows for me to easily pick up and get a sight on a target. So I'm going to show you that here. So again, we got an empty magazine, so you can see that we're being safe on the channel. No one's at danger. Bolt is open, empty. All right, I'm going to pop that in here. So when I go to get a good grip, bam, I don't have to look or find that dot. It is right here every single time. Right there, every single time. Every single time. Working our way down, we have this beautiful beast right here. And what this is the Magpul T-Mag. T standing for translucent, right? I'd like to go with something like this. One, because it has the round count right here you can see on the side. And it also allows me to see what my magazine is looking like as I'm firing. Now with the full magazine, it would look something like this. Isn't that beautiful? You can just see all 30 rounds in here. Let me just show you what it looks like when it's put in. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Now we're going to put this back in so that you know we're safe. Working our way down, we have the Palmetto State Armory Enhanced Polished Trigger, making this only like a 3.5 pound pull. So don't even really got to try. You just click, one touch, and that shot's going out. Now I just got to show you this sight. Nico, if you can you get in on that? Look at that sight. Now, green is a signature Scola special. That is what I put on just about every handgun, every rifle, any sort of firearm that I'm working with is going to have a green reticle. Reason being is that green is a lot easier to pick up if you have astigmatism, and red kind of dies off in like brush and things of that nature. Orange or browns, those can often get kind of blurred when you're dealing with red. So I go with green because, as you can see, without a shadow of a doubt, if that thing's on you, well, it's a bad day for you. I'm just trying to let you know. So that's what I like to run with whenever I'm going optics wise. And another thing about Holosun, a lot of people say, well, it's a Chinese company and you're only helping the Chinese. Well, guess what? You get the best bang for your buck. And that's what I'm going here for. Best bang for your buck. So about what? $350 gets you something that has a solar panel on it. So you can see that solar panel right there. So as we're speaking right now, this light is actually charging itself. It already has 50,000 hours of battery time, which is more than a year and a half, I think, if you do the math. But with that charging panel that's on there, just sitting in ambient light such as this is always constantly refreshing the battery. So not only that, it also comes with a shake awake system. And what that shake awake system does is when this thing is just sitting here idle like so, right, minding its own business in the dark next to my bed or whatever it's going to do, when I go to pick it up, automatically that reticle turns on. So I don't have to worry about pushing buttons to turn anything on. It's working for me, just out of nowhere. And that's why we love this thing. Now, let's get into some functionality things. What is an AR pistol? Okay, let me be clear with you. An AR pistol is classified as a handgun, and the reason being it's classified as a handgun is because of this right here, okay? This is a pistol stabilizing brace. Some guns or some rifles come with what is called a rifle buttstock. That is what separates the difference. A brace and the fact that this barrel is only 10.5 inches, right? So a rifle is going to be 16 inches long and it's going to come with a buttstock. An AR pistol is going to be underneath 16 inches, like I've just described here. This is 10.5, and it's going to come with a pistol brace. So being that it has the 10.5 inch barrel and a pistol brace, this means if you have a CPL, well, then you could buckle this thing up and put it in your car and carry it underneath your CPL rules of whatever state that you're in. Let's touch base on a little bit more about legalities, right? So as of right now, there's been a huge vacature on the pistol brace rule since roughly October of 2024. What happened is Judge O'Connor ruled that whatever system that the ATF had originally set in place for pistol braces was just too confusing. It didn't make sense. So let me describe kind of a little bit what they had going on. So what they had going on was like a little point system. Basically, if your barrel was X inches long, you check a box and it gives you X amount of points. If you had a brace or whatever, X amount of points. If you had this, that point. But what the judge ended up ruling is basically none of that shit made any sense, okay? So because of that, they just ruled, let's just totally just wipe it clean. And right now, the Trump administration and Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, are actually coming up with a task force to actually make these things legal for you and I, gun owners. So say what you will about Trump, I feel you. However, for the 2A community, which is me, it's a good thing, right? So basically, to sum this all up, pistol braces are 100% legal. You can shoulder this thing. You can treat this as if it was a rifle. You can carry it in your car. You can do all the things as long as you got a 10.5 inch barrel and a stabilizing brace. And if you got some extra money, you can make your dreams look like this. Hey man, well listen, this has been another review here at Ramworks Tactical. You've been in the gun shop, you've had a shot, you didn't get shot, good. Hey, next time, we'll see you there. Nico, we're going. Make it a vibe, roll with angels and demons alike. Yeah, they're gonna do what they like, and they